Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Pete. We're over at D.I.Y. Auto School. Every now and then I get requests to make certain videos of products or possibly procedures of jobs that I might be doing that maybe a viewer like you has watched and wanted to learn more about. Just previously, I uploaded a video on block sanding primer, heavy 2K primer, using the blocks that I'm going to show you in this video. And then this video will cover what the blocks are and why we use this type of a block to block sand for primer. Now always remember, the best block sanding you're going to get is by hand. Machine block sanding is not going to get you anywhere. Machine block sanding is for rough-in work, you might say, not finish work. Always remember, your paint job is only going to be as good as your prep job. And your prep job is a consistent and accurate situation of using the proper tools for the proper job, and this is what this video is about. So this is a request from a faithful viewer that has been watching my videos for a very long time, and if you have requests of any type of video that you might want to watch or something that you might want me to teach you, please don't hesitate to contact me. My information is in the description below this video. You can contact me by phone or possibly email me. Any way you want to do it, that's fine with me. But let's get on with the video. Once again, this is a request video. I have uploaded videos on this product before, I believe in the past. But this particular viewer asked me to go ahead and go in detail one more time with this. And I hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And I sure would like to see this channel hit 200,000 subscribers. If that's possible, please help my friend Pete by supporting me and by watching the videos. Thumbs up is always a big help. Leave a comment below on what you think about this product. And once again, if you have any type of ideas of what kind of videos you might want to see, contact me and we can make that possible. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, right here, doing it right, doing it right, doing it right, because if we're not doing it right, we're not doing it at all, bitch.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
It's looking nice, I like that. Oh, hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Pete over at D.I.Y. Auto School, and what I'm doing is I'm block sanding the hood on the Mercedes-Benz. But I'm not just block sanding it any old way. What I'm doing is I'm using these block sanders right here, these hand sanders that I got, and I'd like to go over them with you and show you what the situation really is. All right, what you're looking at here, you're looking at various kinds and sizes of hand sanding blocks. Now we're going to look at these in a minute. I got another one over here. I got a mini over here. This is a mini, this is a full size, and this is a one hand, okay? So we got a one hand, we got a full size, and then of course we got the mini right there. We're going to leave those right there, just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at these blocks in the box. What these are is the most popular and most famous hand sanding blocks pretty much worldwide. And the name of those blocks is Durablock. Now, Durablock became very, very famous because of, I'm thinking, the worldwide extreme advertisement that they did with this product to get it on the market. And if you look anywhere or ask anybody, they're going to tell you, get the Durablock kit. Durablock, Durablock. Another thing is, you can buy this Durablock kit very cheap and inexpensive. And what it consists of is some various size blocks. You got your hand block here. You got a round block, a dowel. You also got a small hand block. You got a skinny long block. And then you got a flex block that you can use for wet sanding or possibly fine-tune sanding. So that's the kit that you get. Now, I don't remember how much this cost, but this is the most popular kit on the market. Now, this is something I added to it, and the reason I added it is because it's a real super flexy block to get in real mushy type situations. But this kit right here is what everybody, I'd say 95% of everybody uses this. Now, when you use this block, this is what happens with that block. Do you see me doing that? It's a flex block. It's a Durablock flex block. And you can see it's supposed to contour to, okay, let's go ahead and mesmerize here. It contours to the surface that you're sanding. So when you're really using it, you can see that it'll twist and it will mold to what you're sanding on. There's a curve that goes down right here, so if I'm using this, it's going to follow that curve. Now, in most instances, that's a good thing. But the problem you have with these blocks is they flex too much to get a super straight, razor sharp finish that you need when you are doing a concourse restoration, or you do a car that's got a lot of body work, or you do a vehicle that you used polyester primer on, or possibly spray-on Bondo. This is not spray-on Bondo. And when you're using these blocks, they're really not cutting the mustard. These are kind of like finish blocks. These are like blocks you would use on a new car. I hope I'm making sense here. Now, I use these blocks a lot. I use them when I do body work. I use them when I'm doing primer sanding. But when it comes to getting it precisely right, we're going to put the Durablocks away. Because what we're going to use is we're going to be using a block like this right here. Now, this block doesn't flex. This is basically an air file without the air file, if that makes any sense. This is not a flex block. This is a super straight, razor sharp, flat surface hand sanding block. The weight of this block weighs about 2 pounds. This one weighs about 1 pound. And this one weighs about 1 pound, 1.5 pounds. The way that these are designed is that you do not use hand pressure to sand with them. Let me get these out. Like you would do with this. If Minnie the Body Shop Girl could come over here, please. We need a little technical assistance to get a second opinion. Thank you. So how's Minnie the Body Shop Girl doing today? What are you working on?
I'm trying to get some rubber off.
Are we getting that? Let's go look at that and see what we got. Minnie the Body Shop Girl's busy over here. What are you working on? You getting out? That's butyl. That's what they used to use back in the day to... Okay, they don't use that anymore. You trying to get that out? That's the original, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Make sure you're real careful with them clips. We want to try to keep all them clips. We'll get those clips out and we'll put them in a baggie for safekeeping.
Okay.
So, what we need, Minnie the Body Shop, can you go ahead and hold that? How heavy is that thing?
It weighs nothing.
Okay, can you go ahead and pick up the straight file, please? What are we looking at there?
Oh, a huge difference.
So if you were going to do some razor sharp sanding, some nice fine-tuned block sanding, where you didn't have to put a lot of pressure on it to bend or warp panels as you're sanding, which one would you use? And why would you use that
Well,
one?
because it's heavier. This one you have to apply pressure.
Got to apply a lot of pressure with that.
There's no weight on it.
Right.
So it won't do any work unless you put pressure on it.
Puts a lot of pressure, but with this one here, it's a two-handed job. If you could, like that, and you're not even really using any pressure. You're just sanding nice and easy.
Right, because
And
the
you block
weight of the instrument, the tool,
is doing
does
the work for you.
Right.
Exactly. So we got Minnie, the body shop girl, over here behind the camera. Now she just witnessed it, that this thing is basically air. Am I right? Now if I threw that on the car, if I took this one and did that on the car, what would happen?
Well, hopefully you wouldn't
It would probably dent the car. It'd probably dent the car. Now one more block that we want to go over. Now all these are available, okay? You can get all these sanders, they're still available. Okay, the company that these sanders were made by, I'm going to show that, is R&H Products. All right? But I don't know if they still make these ones. Now these products are still available through this company right here, and I want to show you this hand block here. This is called a speed block. And this is made by Hutchens. Hutchens speed block, speed file, I'm sorry. So this is made by a very famous company called Hutchens that makes and designs air tools, am I right? Yeah. Okay, and this one here, if you watch real close, watch when I do this. Do you see that, Minnie? Can you see it flexing? This is really, really good when you're doing your body work, when you're using Bondo or you're using polyester filler or what have you. Another thing this block is good for is for a surface like this, see? Okay, when you're sanding that, the block is flexing with it. But what makes it better than the Durablocks is what?
The weight of it?
No, this nice, firm, hard surface versus this one where
Oh, it's spongy.
this is spongy. It's a super hard sponge, and everybody knows that, but it's still, when you push with your finger, you can see.
It has give to it.
When you're using this block, okay, and you get the little imperfections on there from the sticky adhesive, and it builds up, it will literally put grooves in your paint or in your primer or whatever. Keeping this block nice and clean and using it will give you a nice clean surface sand job. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say Durablocks are bad. I got a bunch of them and I use them all the time, am I right?
There's a place for
But there's a place for them. Now, I'm going to give you a demonstration. I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Just there's a time and a place to use them.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. Now, we're not going to use this block. I just wanted to get that one out and show you. Beautiful block. If you don't have one of these in your toolbox, you need to get one. It's an awesome sanding block. And many of the body shop girls never use this, but I use it all the time. So what we got here is we got a hood. And many of the body shop girls got to get back to work. So let me do this. I'm going to put the camera up here because she's getting frustrated behind the camera. Am I right?
Yes, I'm.
Okay. So I'm going to put this right here, and then that way many of the body shop girls can get back to work because we got a lot of work to do. We're getting ready to paint the interior on our...
Not if I don't get this done, we're not.
Well, let's get her done. Watch your hands. Be careful. Don't cut your hands. How's your finger doing?
It's sore still.
So what we're using here, we're using 80 grit sandpaper. The reason I'm using 80 grit is this is polyester primer. The hood on this car was seriously damaged. We could not locate another hood. I had to repair the hood, and by repairing it, we had a very big buildup of body filler, and then of course 3 coats of polyester primer. So the only way that we're going to find our highs and lows, which I'm praying and hoping to God that there isn't any, is by using this type of a block system. This is the key right here to success when it comes to this type of a job. So I'm going to take my big daddy here, and I've been using, I want to show you how easy this sands. Now keep in mind, this is polyester primer. This is okay. This is a lot harder primer to sand than 2K primer, and I'm going to show you how easy this sands. So I got some 80 grit on there already, and another thing, by using this sand block, this type of sand block, you actually get more use out of your sandpaper because you're not pushing down on it. You're not pushing down on it. You're just guiding it. So I'm going to take my hand back here on the handle, and this is where this is my steering wheel. And we're just going to barely, you see what I'm doing here? Now I do got a guide coat on this. I got a very light guide coat. What I'll do, I'll sand it to where the guide coat is gone, and then I'll put another guide coat on it to follow up with. Okay, now that we have busted the top layer of our primer off, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change out our paper. And then once again, I want to let everybody know I'm using 80 grit on our polyester primer. I'm not using 180. And you can already see that we have found a high spot in our hood. There's another one creating right here and over here. Let's keep sanding and see where it goes. So you can kind of see how fast and efficient we're actually breaking that polyester primer down by using our long file speed block, you might call it, to get the job done. So on this large surface, we want to stick with that sander right there. All right, that's the one that we want to do. And I'm talking even all the way down to here at the beginning of the hood, even where it rolls over. You can see I'm using my big block in this area. But you can see, in this area right here, you can see by using this hard, flat surface, heavy block, that I am busting down the situation to get rid of these imperfection high spots. Okay? I'm not using a lot of pressure. I'm not killing myself by sanding. I'm letting the sander do the work. I'm getting rid of all them deep scratches and cleaning it up and leveling it out. So we basically got this done, and I'm going to go back over it one more time. But now that we have conquered the main surface, now we're going to concentrate on this edge. And what we're going to use the mini file. This is called the mini file. And you can see how nice that really cleans that up. Look at that. Really looks nice. And I notice right here in this area I got a low spot. So I got to do more body work right there. And I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there's a low spot right here. Let's go ahead and take our one-hander and clean it up and see if we can get rid of that low spot. If not, then we're going to have to redo body work in that area. And you can see right there, look at that. And you can see by the primer showing through here, and then a big metal area right here that we went down to metal, and then here's another spot right there. You can see that there's a low spot in the center there. You can read the map. See how I'm reading that map? So that, and then when I run my hand across it, I can literally feel that that's low. So we need to put some more Bondo in this area, body filler. And what I do with that is I will take my pencil and I'll go like that. And what that'll do, that'll remind me later, body work needs to be redone. So by using our hard blocks to get that perfect surface that we want, it's very important to use them properly. Now I will go over the whole car with these blocks right here. The only parts that I probably won't go over with those blocks are curved round surfaces. And to do that job right, what I'll do on that is I will use my Hutchens. This is the Hutchens, remember? I showed you that. What I'll do on this edge right here is I will take my Hutchens speed file and I will go ahead and sand the top of this curved, because it curves this way and this way, but I'm still using a nice hard surface versus, let me get that out, the Durablock. Okay? Don't get me wrong, I will be using these blocks when it comes to the final prime job to get into the spaces I need, but right now I want to get all the body work on this vehicle as straight 100% possible as I can, and the only way that's possible is right there, people. You've got to know the right tools for the right job. Just like me, the body shop girl said, there's a tool for everything, and the Durablocks aren't made for this job. This is the tool of choice. These are the tools that you want. You see how that's working? You see that? Okay? I'll be able to block this out. I'll be able to see any highs and lows that I missed. If I need to put bodywork back into the vehicle, I'll know where to go. And it'll all work out and come out the way that I want. There you go, right there. All right, let me get that right there. I think we were out of the picture, I don't know. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, teaching you and showing you if you want to do it the right way and to do the job properly, efficiently, and quick and fast, you've got to have the right tools for the job, people. There's no way out of it. So check this out and see if you can still order those RH tools, or you can go to Hutchens Tools, and they actually still sell these. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, showing you and telling you the block that you sand with is the tool that's going to give you the knowledge to do it right. And if we're not doing it right, give me the answer, folks. Give me the answer. I need to know.
We're not doing it at all.
Okay, Minnie the Body Shop Girl wasn't supposed to say that. You were. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.